Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, please take a look at it, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Got lots of interesting updates, upgrades, stuff like that, how-to videos. If you're into boats, trailers, traveling, you might find a home here. Check it out. Anyway, today I'm working on this trailer for the Formula 330 SS. One of the things that we've had issues with these lights that are amazingly bright is that they're a little sensitive on the plastic to vibration. Anytime we get on a rough road, they seem to fail. And we're on rough roads a lot. Anyway, so we're going to pull the trailer out from underneath the boat, make some adjustments to the trailer, change out all of the brakes, get rid of the Dexter tie-down brake caliper setup that's junk, an aluminum caliper with an aluminum piston with a steel pad, salt water. Yeah, it's a bad combination. So I'm getting the crane ready, pass the strap through. Some of the things I'm going to do to it is add a series of cross members underneath here, remove this spare tire from here, put the spare tire on a different holder. Going to remove this stand, or move this stand so it's actually a winch stand and not a keel roller. That's one of the big issues with this trailer. If you remember, initially there was a ladder that would go from here up to here so you could walk onto the boat. Where that winch stand is and where it's currently being utilized, we can't do that. You also may remember in one of the videos I had a V-stop here. We're going to put that V-stop back on this trailer. And actually part of the build and building the new cross member down below is adding a lower mount for that V-stop and moving the tire away from where it is. And that's pretty much it. There's a couple little things. I don't like these mounts down here. They're galvanized. They have a tendency to slip. And once again, these cross members here, they originally were to support another set of front bunks. The bunks actually came out further, and that was causing the boat to ride too high on the trailer. Remember, I lowered this boat a good 6 inches on this trailer, and that's what it took to get this thing to work. So the trailer wasn't bending to hold the boat. Other than that, we're going to go through all the wiring. I'm going to check everything out and make sure everything's good to go. It'll probably take about the whole weekend to get this thing done, but there's no rest in sight. Not this week. Got to get this done. All right. The first step, other than getting the crane in place, is dropping the front of the trailer as far down as it will go, disconnecting the bow eye from the winch, and when you drop it down really low, it pivots on this front axle and lifts the rear. So we've now put the stands on both sides. I said me, and that will be probably our highest point. When we lift the front, that'll raise the front and suspend it on the top of here, and that'll get us moving, and we'll start raising this up side by side a little bit at a time. Okay, we've now got the boat raised up high enough that the bottom of the boat is no longer touching the trailer on any of the bunks. As the trailer comes down, it should have just enough clearance to pass underneath the strap. And we'll pull it out with the zero turn. So far, that's what we've done. And then we'll put the keel stand underneath it for extra safety, and then secure some side stands so that the boat can be climbed on and worked on and cleaned while it's sitting there off the trailer. Due to the poor surface, the zero turn kept digging into this moon rock Don't even get me started on this crap. I ordered while I was out of town crush and run slag, and the guy shows up and dumps all this moon rock, and well, it's horrible to work on. The crane doesn't roll very well on it. It doesn't roll at all on it, and it makes everything 10 times more difficult. And it's only about $2,000 or $3,000 to have, you know, new slag or anything put in here. But anyway, the zero turn also doesn't have the bulletproof hitch because that's on Rick's truck right now. So I couldn't raise the front of the hitch to drop the bottom. So I'll raise this up on my modified bulletproof hitch. Gives me a 5 up and a 10 down. Works out great in this instance. We'll get the ball on there, and I'm gonna pull the trailer just far enough forward to clear the boat, and then we'll hook the zero turn back up and put her in the back garage so I can tear it apart and rebuild the whole thing. Well, here we go. Now we've got the boat supported, still by the crane a little bit. We've got a keel stand here. We got these side stands that give it some lateral support. We've tapped out on the bottom of the boat where the cross member is structurally, and we've added these 2 stands here. They're on one of the structural bulkheads underneath the boat, and of course we've stayed back here on the transom and supported the boat back there. So now the boat's safe to be climbed on, move around on. We're gonna polish her all up, get it nice and clean, and to get it ready for going down to Florida next month, where I'll spend about a week or 2 in Florida, and it'll be fun to use. It'll be a lot of fun. But that's what it takes to get this thing off here. I don't have 2 cranes yet. This is actually a Harbor Freight gantry crane. I think they sell them for like $900, and I got rid of the little crank handles and I put trailer winches on it, and it's rated for 1 ton. Well, it definitely lifted more than 1 ton today. I actually changed the wheels. I put steel wheels on it, heavier duty wheels, and then I put a 6-inch H-beam up top and the 2 big trolleys, and that's how it can handle the greater amount of weight. And this thing. All right, so the reason we got this trailer back here now, and we've taken all the wheels off, it's because we're changing out the Kodiak brake, or the Dexter brakes for Kodiaks. These have stainless steel pistons, triple lip seals. The pads are powder coated, and the calipers have got a coating on them that I've dunked these things a gazillion times in salt water, and they don't ever corrode. They have all brass fittings. It's perfect for saltwater use. So we're gonna do some modifications. We're gonna put a full cross member across here instead of one that's cut off. I've got some full length ones right here that'll come all the way out and support the fender a lot better. These are the Dexter tie down calipers. They're terrible. They're on a stamped steel bracket. And notice how the fender's too tight, and the other one I could do this and you could see in the fender a lot easier. And the fenders just move around right here. There's not a whole lot of strength to it. So we're gonna move the fenders out a little bit. Another feature of putting a full cross member across the back here is that now I can also support the fenders, so they'll be stronger. You can stand on them if need to be, but I'm gonna move them out, and that'll also give me a little bit more clearance when I have a boat that's a little close. So that's kind of the program for this trailer. I'll probably add some rock lights to it as well. We got a full day tomorrow working on this trailer. I've already replaced this caliper twice. I've replaced this one once. The pads just fall out of them. And look at the corrosion. This is a brand new trailer. And see, I had to put a brand new caliper on that. So this is a brand new caliper. It was dunked in salt water once. and it looks that bad. Imagine if you're repeatedly dunking your trailer in the water. That's what you get.